Back in 2023, right after I bought my Honda CRF300L, I went on a 20-day motorcycle trip across Bosnia and Montenegro, and while the motorcycle itself has performed flawlessly, it was really the perfect tool for the job, at least for my skill level, it was the perfect tool for the job. One thing that did not perform well were my butt cheeks. Now, I don't have any pictures or videos to share here with you, and I probably wouldn't anyway, but when I came back home, I had two purple stripes, one on each side of my butt cheeks, that they were extremely painful. Okay, this is not only a cosmetic thing. I was hurt. I was really hurt and on my limit with the pain level. Now you can imagine that after this experience, I have been looking for a solution for that. And of course, I was thinking about I need a better seat. If you search online, 100% sure, you are going to find the seat option from the company Seat Concepts. That's an American company. So that was what I ended up buying. I bought this seat with my own money. I paid full price for it. And for sure, I had to pay more than what the American riders that are watching the channel paid for, because not only I have to pay an additional $100 delivery charges to Austria, that's where I live, and on top of the price from Seat Concepts and the transportation charges of $100, I also have to pay 20% importation VAT, value added tax. So I don't remember here the precise amount, but I paid close to €600 or $650 for this seat. Why am I telling you this? Because this is going to set my expectations. If this seat was only $100 and they don't perform that well, that's one thing. But here I paid $600, €600 for the seat. So what I'm expecting here, it's a drastic improvement. It's not a little bit. It can't just be a little bit better. It really has to deliver on that. That's why I'm telling you this. With that out of the way, let's get the seat out and then I'm going to share with you my opinion. Now, during this entire motorcycle trip, I have used, of course, the tool roll and the toolkit from Royal Moto. You can get this one at royalmoto.com/toolkits. So that's what I'm getting here now, just to get the seat off the motorcycle. Okay, now that the seat is out, I can tell you that there's absolutely no damage to the seat. So far it has held up quite well. Also here on the internal part, where you have these metal hooks that attach to the motorcycle, so everything seems to be okay. Now, taking consideration, this seat is not that old. I just put it to good use, but it's not that old, so time will tell. I've also used the seat while it was raining, and I cannot notice anything here that I would say it's negative or positive. It was about the same as the stock seat. I don't even know if they claim the seat to be waterproof. I can tell you for sure that they do add some kind of a membrane, some plastic between the outer cover and the foam. There is for sure, because I can see here on the inside that there is the remains of this plastic cover. And the seat has not stayed that wet. So even when it was raining, then of course it felt wet, but as soon as the rain was away and the outside was dry, then it was fine. So the seat did not absorb water, let's say like this. The fit of the seat, I would say it's quite good. It is not as the original, okay, it's definitely not, but it's pretty good. So here where you have the attachment points, where it has to hook against the motorcycle to lock, you also have this part here at the top that locks against here the fuel tank. So all of this fits well and it's okay. It's just around here, okay, where you have the gap between the seat and the motorcycle, I can notice is different. Here's where there is a gap which I would judge to be a bit excessive. It's just here. The gap just increases on this section and then it goes back to normal. So here's really close to the fairing, and then in here, so the gap really increases on this part. Look, I can even put my finger, okay? In general, I don't have any complaints towards the fitment, not only to attach to the motorcycle, but also how it fits overall with the motorcycle. So here's to give you a sense from how much the seat sticks out from the motorcycle. So it's really this part in here, you see? This part is what is included, it's additional, that's the additional material. So it doesn't look that bad, I have to say. I was a bit afraid about this, that it would look abnormally big. And when you look from the back, right, it really tapers to the regular width of the seat. Here at the beginning, it is also the regular seat. So it's just this part in here that really gets wider. But it doesn't look bad. I really don't think it looks bad this way here. You can see here that I chose the black option that has the carbon fiber look here on the sides, but I must say that I almost went for the red version. The reason why I did not buy the red version is because while I was reading on some Facebook groups, I saw a couple of comments of people complaining that the red fades away over time. Now, I can't confirm that for sure because I only have experience with the black one. So maybe you check around if you really want to buy the red one. Now to the main question, which is what about the comfort? Well, the comfort, I'm quite impressed. It's good. It's solid. Uh, what I find myself doing with the seat, I clearly had two riding positions. So when you look here at the shape of the seat concept seat, by the way, this is the comfort version. When you go to the website, you have also the comfort XL, you have the comfort, and I think you have the low. Okay, this is the standard height, keeps the seat height the same, and it is the comfort version. What can I tell you? I had clearly had two riding positions. When I was taking some stretches of asphalt, tarmac, and I knew that I was going to be sitting down for long, I was shifting my bum towards the back. So this is this wide section in here. That's not usually how I ride, okay? And I definitely felt, okay, this is out of place. That's usually not where I would usually sit. Usually sit more here up front. But since I have this larger area, I was doing that. And I think this is the key point of the seat. I don't think that the trick is the foam. Okay, I can't necessarily tell you that the foam is better, worse, softer or harder. I don't notice anything with the foam. It's not the foam the trick in my opinion. The trick is just the shape. That's really what's changing in here. So whenever I had these stretches, I move back, so I distribute the upper body weight on a larger area. I just have more where to sit. And then whenever I would then go off-road, if I was not standing up, I would shift here to the front, and then I'm back pretty much to the original width of the seat. Another thing I noticed is the contour. Okay, so this part in here, with the original seat, it's quite a sharp edge. Of course, it's not an edge, but if you see my point in here, it comes flat like this, and then it just has this angle, and then you have this angle all across. Where I got these purple straps on my bum, it's exactly where the edge of the seat was. And they have a better shape, especially here at the front. Okay, you have to come to the front. It's very round. Okay, this is a very round seat in here, and I think that's also helping. Towards the back, they also have quite a drop in here. Is really, so this is a hard edge, just comes like this, a wall. Then you have the front, the top part, but on this section, it's quite curved. So well done to them. I think that the design in here is really, it's really what's making the seat more comfortable. The seat here up in the front, it's about the same width as the original, but it has this curve, right, that I mentioned to you in here. What that really allows me to do, when I sit really forward in here, it feels thinner, okay? Because it has this round shape, it just allows my leg to get closer to the ground faster. I'm not losing here some of the length of my leg because of the shape of the seat. When I go towards the back, okay, just this little bit here, it's already a big difference. Now I'm tiptoeing. Okay, so that's, how much am I talking here? A little bit back, I'm already tiptoeing, but as I come forward just a bit, I'm flat footing. Okay, so that's very nice. Of course, when I go here back, this is more or less where I would ride when I was doing tarmac. Okay, so now I'm really far back in here. That's where you have the most width of the seat available. Now this is also tiptoeing. The widest point of the seat, so just the top part in here, it's right about 26 centimeters. Okay, that's this part here. If I go towards a little bit towards the back, here it stays 26. So I would say this section here, okay, so this section here, everything here is about 26, and of course then it starts to taper down. And if we go here to the narrowest point of the seat, that's going to be about 12 centimeters. And what does that mean in practice? Well, in practice, it means that I just came back from 14 days of being on the road, riding often from early morning to late afternoon, early evening. and as of right now I pretty much have no pain on my butt. So it has really saved me this time. Compared to the last trip, as I told you, it was really unbearable. I was about to go to the doctor the way I was feeling, and I don't have that at all. So it definitely improved by a substantial amount in here the comfort level. On the day-to-day riding, you still get a sore bum. Okay, it will still happen. Usually, when do this happen? When I'm fresh, like towards the first days of the trip, probably around 3 to 4 hours. That's when I start to feel like, okay, I need to keep moving, stand up a little bit, just take a different position. But it was still fine. I could still go ahead. And towards the end of the trip, then of course it was more often, because then your bum is already tired from the previous day. So I would say more or less the first 2 hours of riding, then I would already feel like I want to get moving. The thing is that towards the middle of the trip, that's when we are doing the most off-road, so there's a lot of standing up. So you naturally just give your bum a break, because you have to stand up while you're going off-road. If you're looking to improve the comfort because you're not happy with the original seat, would I recommend? Yes, I think you should give it a try. But I'm sure that if you're watching this video and you still don't own the seat, the problem in your head, and that's how I was finding myself, is that this is an expensive trial, right? It's, if it costed €50, $50, well, then you can just go and buy it, and if you don't like, well, it is what it is. But here you have to put a lot of money down, and you just don't know, is it going to work for you, or in this case for me. And luckily it worked out very well, so I'm glad I have spent the money. I'm going to keep the seat, I'm going to just keep riding on it. I really don't have any reasons to use the original seat anymore. I'm really happy with it, so that was good. So that is my opinion about the seat concepts for the Honda CRF300L. I also hope that if you decide to buy, it works out for you. The best would be to try it out, but to be honest, I think for you to have a good feeling for a seat, you can't just go for a quick ride. You need to be at least an entire day riding for you to really get a good grasp if that seat is comfortable or not. Do me a favor and check out royamoto.com. We have some really cool toolkits designed not only for the Honda CRF300L, but also for other motorcycles. If you still have any questions about the seat, just drop a comment, and I see you soon, guys. Ride safe. Bye bye.